Michael, I am so thrilled to have you this morning as we discuss all the exciting developments with Park Pride. We're at the Clinton Global Initiative this morning. Of course, we're all thrilled to have that here in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
And we've got some big announcements happening around that. So why don't you tell us what's going on with Park Pride?
Sure. So the way that this conference works, they have a series of different commitments to action. So people don't just come together, explore a bunch of great ideas, and then go on with their lives. So there's a concept of a commitment to action, of different ideas that move forward. And many are familiar with the different parks that Park Pride has been working on the West Side, along with Conservation Fund and all of our different partners. So at the end of last year, Lindsay Street Park was unveiled. Vine City Park last month. So we put together a new commitment for a new West Side Park named Boone Park West. And this brings together a bunch of different partners, including Greening Youth Foundation, Parcher Creek Stewardship Council. It has support of the Mayor's Office and the Parks Department and the Sustainability Office. So it's really a chance to take those two other park projects and really do something really big. So this is a 5-acre park that deals with stormwater issues. It has a workforce component. And it does all the great things parks do, providing recreational opportunities and everything else to really activate this area over on the west side that so desperately needs it.
And where is it going to be located exactly?
It's on Boone Boulevard. And you may recall there's also another park that's being highlighted here named Mims Park, and these are really the two anchors on Boone Boulevard and really the two biggest parks that we'll see over in this part of town.
Well, that's excellent, and we all know that the West Side has been neglected for a long time now.
Yep.
So having this kind of regrowth that also goes in hand with the other development issues like the Chattahoochee Now.
Yeah.
I may be saying that wrong. But
there's the Proctor Creek Greenway that leads into the Chattahoochee Now effort.
Okay.
And for that matter, there's a Plan West Side effort that the West Side Future Fund is working on. And I really think that the parks are really part of that foundational level of looking at the areas that flood, turning those areas not into negatives but to positives. If we create parks that actually are purposeful in storing that stormwater, we're actually taking a negative and turning it into a positive. So the parks are really the big early wins that we're seeing on the west side, and they're really laying the foundation for a much more vibrant, community-centered west side to come.
So it's sort of duplicating what happened on the East Belt line. The parks went in first, people started using the parks, and then it seemed like everything else developed around it.
Yes, yes.
So, and it sounds like this water containment will be similar to what we saw at the park across from Fourth Ward.
Historic Fourth Ward. So
Right.
It's on a smaller scale. I think that Historic Fourth Ward is both a plus and a minus in the fact that it shows people how grand and how big efforts can be in dealing with stormwater issues that really kind of catalyze and give you a vision of what can happen. Mims Park, again, is going to be a very large stormwater feature. This park is somewhat smaller, but it still will have a wetland pond feature that will be storing stormwater. It's a little bit more community scale than what we see at Historic Fourth Ward, but no less transformational.
Well, great. We look forward to hearing more about it later today and at the press conference, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you.